Hey, keep my fucking son name out your mouth. I felt like Brawl would have put him to the side, probably could have got more out of it, but listen.
But he can reach Stephen A at any time.
Listen to me.
You know,
that's what I'm saying.
He didn't have to do that.
He wanted that. He wanted the
world
world
he saw
to
the
see
opportunity.
That. Well, he saw the world too, bro.
See what I'm saying?
You get his line, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Rich, know, you know.
Because it ain't something he said that day.
So that's what I'm saying.
You know,
he wanted that world to see that interaction like that.
Yeah,
feel me?
You know what it was?
KG and Paul Pierce react to Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James confrontation. Check out what they had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Lord, you see it walk up on Stephen A?
Hold him down, man.
What you doing to walk up on you?
If I'm just in the stands?
You in the stands watching the game. Brother would like what you said about something.
Calling for help.
Or any player.
If a player walked up on me and was like, hey, you don't need to be like,
No. Let's keep it 100. Let's do it. Hey, keep my fucking son name out your mouth.
Hey, man, first of all, you got to watch how you your tone.
And then he walked off.
I mean, I'm a spectator. I'm going to be like, whatever, dude. Like, whatever. I ain't gonna just sit there like, no. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know, I'm gonna give you some reaction. It's gonna be like, whatever.
Call the police.
You know,
That's what I'm doing.
I mean, you know, I'm gonna be in the moment. So I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna mess with a player where they, you know, that's a violation. You know what I'm saying? But I think with me, like I'm different because I'm a former player. That's something we gonna probably discuss in the hallway. Like you know, he gonna hit me. They won't even come at me like that.
Yeah, it would be different if Stephen A. Smith was a former player. I believe if it was like a Charles Barkley or someone like that. I don't think LeBron James does that. But by it being Stephen A. Smith, hearing all the stuff that he's been saying about him for 20 plus years, he pretty much used Bronny to crash out. So it was a strategic move by LeBron. He could have easily pulled him aside, but why not go off on him? After signing that $100 million plus contract with ESPN, it was perfect timing. Very strategic move by Bron.
I don't think, you know, I come from this. You know, this is you know, like Stephen A. He's talked the game and that's all he's done.
You don't come from the thing though.
But he don't come from the fraternity. Right. So I think if it's a player that got an issue with me, they'll say, let's chop. You know, I think it would go a different way.
Athletes would do that.
Because I would do that.
Athletes.
Yeah.
Like even the football player, even the baseball, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, because I would do that if I was playing. If somebody had a problem with something.
Somebody said on TV or something.
That was a former player. You know, like let's chop. You know, I'm at the point in my life, I'm older. Like, you know, let me understand this a little bit better.
At the end of the day, man, I don't think Stephen A. Smith did anything crazy. He just said, you know, as a parent, those were the key words. And I guess that's what made LeBron James finally stand up to Stephen A. Smith. But people have been saying way worse stuff about Bronny. Stephen A's been walking on eggshells, very respectful, intentionally not covering Bronny due to the respect that he has for LeBron. And he also knows that if he says anything out of line, you know, Rich Paul, Clutch Sports, LeBron and the media, they will go off on him. So he's been doing great. Stephen A. is not covering Bronny. And, you know, this was a chance to where this is where LeBron had his moment. Golden opportunity. Again, I ain't mad at him for crashing out, but you got to keep that same energy with everybody that's been talking about you for 20 plus years.
I'm not going to come at it with attitude. I'm going to come at it with emotion. I'm going to take the emotion out because let me understand what you was trying to say. Right. And we can discuss it like that.
Probably can help you. Can you help? Can you want to help work with him? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Kind of so I think that's where I'm at. You know, especially right now. Like, damn, he said something like boom, boom, boom. I would have been like,
I felt like Brawl would have put him to the side. Probably could have got more out of it. But listen.
But he can reach Stephen A. at any time.
Listen to me.
You know,
that's what I'm saying.
He didn't have to do that.
He wanted that. He wanted.
Well, he saw the opportunity.
Well, he saw the world too, bro.
See what I'm saying?
You get his line. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Rich know. You know.
Because it ain't something he said that day.
So that's what I'm saying.
You know,
he wanted that world to see that interaction like that.
Yeah.
Feel me?
You know what it was?
Yeah, LeBron is basically checking the media. He's been, you know, blowing smoke signals for a while now, talking about the media, the coverage, being the face of the NBA, everything surrounded by it, the criticism. So again, this was all part of his strategic plan. This was the build-up. Let me go ahead and crash out on Stephen A. Let him, you know, go ahead and run his mouth a little bit more. He finally says something about being a parent or as a parent. Again, golden opportunity for LeBron. LeBron, he may look stupid, but he's far from a dummy. He understands what to do within the media. He understands how to push these narratives. So again, props to LeBron James for crashing out on Stephen A.
He heard him say probably whatever he said a while ago. And he just saw the opportunity since it was right here to say, let me go. You know what? I really ain't got time to call him and really discuss this, but you know what? Since he's right here, let me go over here and address it.
So what do we do when players don't like the
Ain't got that
analytical background of someone giving a take on them or something? And they feel from that they have the freedom to go up to, like I'm just seeing where this is about to opens Pandora's box.
But
You
the
understand?
thing is, some of these
Yeah, it's definitely going to open up Pandora's box. And then when you start talking about Bronny, it's like, so you got a lot of kids players that are entering the league soon. Carmelo Anthony's son, Gilbert's son, a couple other people that are, moving up in the college ranks and about to enter the NBA. So that means you can't talk about their kids as far as, real criticism, no disrespect, or they're going to crash out on you. They're going to walk up to wherever you work at. If you had a game, they're going to approach you. So LeBron, he definitely opened up Pandora's box as far as the next generation of, kids coming into the NBA. It's not a good look.
these, reporters, and it irks players, like when you never played the game and you got something like harsh, really harsh to say. It's like, what?
Can't be
because I
sensitive.
done looked at a couple cats like, what? Like, what is you even talking about?
But you can't be sensitive, though. That's the main thing. Yeah, if it gets out of line, of course, do what you got to do, but you don't need to be walking up on people in person during a live event where there's no smoke nowhere, but you're just creating the smoke, creating the media headlines. So, if you got your own platform, by all means, do what you do. But to do it in person like that, especially if you're LeBron, to where you got a lot to lose. You've been squeaky clean outside the court, so you don't need to be on some run-up type stuff, some crash-out type stuff. Not everyone's going to be as receptive as it like Stephen A. Smith was. So you got to be careful if you're LeBron, because a lot of people going to be calling you out and they're going to expect for you to crash out on them.
You can get it. You could criticize my play or my style or my team.
Yep.
All right, but when you start attacking a man's character and saying things, and I don't know if that's what, Stephen A. said about Bronny or Bron or whatever, but like, I get it. Like when Skip was saying things about Westbrook or Westbrick, like you calling me names now? Like that's where we at? Like that ain't what reporting should be. Like, I get it if you don't like my game or whatever. All right, let's talk about that. But when it started getting personal, that's when the media is whack.
Yeah, I get it. The media does push things at times. They may get a little disrespectful, but as long as it's not no name calling, the Russell Westbrook type of thing, I get Russ, wanting to crash out, but still, if they just calling you out for breaking shots, that's one thing. Now, if they start, throwing all types of words at you, then all right, by all means, handle the situation how you have to handle the situation. But at the end of the day, people are going to be critical, but it's going to be entertaining at the same time. So when Stephen A. was kind of going off on LeBron, as a parent, you got to stop this. Of course, it has some entertainment value to it. And, maybe Stephen A. Smith, he's going to dial it back when he kind of, throws in what he should be doing and then throwing in the son situation. I get it from that standpoint, but still, LeBron shouldn't have crashed out on Stephen A. He went overboard and he was being strategic while doing so.
He ever say something to Skip? Probably never had the opportunity.
Yeah,
Well, he ain't never said nothing about me like that. Like everything I always saw with him, he defended me. It was always them other cats. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I'm just eager to see how things moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I think as journalists, we do have a responsibility to the game and to call it how you see it, and just speak from your take. But at the same time, it's a respect that's always there. That I felt like sometimes some journalists, for whatever reason. Not saying Stephen A. even did that. I didn't even know what the take was. I saw.
Like, let's just take
the
the personal stuff out of it. Like,
but
it's just
they're critiquing Bronny on his play on the court.
All right, that's cool. That's fair game.
So that's it.
That's fair game.
You start stepping over that it starts going into another area.
But at the end of the day, you can't critique Bronny James, because when you critique Bronny, it's like you're going to be looked down upon within the media and you're going to be trashed. So again, Stephen A., he's been cool, cordial, hasn't been saying anything about Bronny. Only reason why he says stuff about Bronny is when Bronny entered the NBA draft in 24. And then the manipulation of the draft, everything surrounding Rich Paul, Clutch Sports, Bronny being a Laker. That's when he started talking about Bronny. But outside of that, he intentionally didn't watch him in high school, didn't watch him in college, and didn't really pay any attention to the G League in the preseason. but he had no choice. His credibility back was against the wall, so he had to say something eventually, said things here and there, but still, Stephen A has been strategically not talking about Bronny, and then the 1 minute he does talk about Bronny in an entertaining way, bringing up the whole as a parent thing, LeBron, he just took it out of context. I don't think he watched the full video. I think he just seen little excerpts online and little clips, and then he decided to crash out. Plus, 20 plus years of being criticized within the media. Stephen A. Smith was a casualty.
The name calling, that's the one I don't like.
Yeah.
The name calling is like, all right, come on. You trying to get somebody to click to hear you and stuff, and then you put it in a short video so people can like.
How Charles did Perk.
I mean, yeah, but like, they do that.
Get a reaction though,
to get a reaction. And I don't think that's real.
Well, I don't really like that. I don't really flown with that. Listen, I'm going in another direction. I'm here to actually raise the awareness of all the players that play. I'm here to critique. I'm here to watch. I'm here to, root and be a fan of it, man. Call the game how I see it, and continue to push the game in the right direction.
Right.
I ain't with no argumental shit. I ain't with no goofy motherfucker talking clown. Ain't no none of that. So miss me with all that. You know what I'm saying? We on positive shit over here, on good energy. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, I respect that. At the end of the day, you can be critical without being disrespectful. And in this sense, Stephen A wasn't disrespectful toward LeBron and especially Bronny. But again, when you're LeBron, you're in the media, been in the game 20 plus years, maybe been overly criticized at times, and he just reached his boiling point. And again, by having it surround Bronny James in that conversation, it was a perfect opportunity for LeBron to crash out and not face a huge backlash. Maybe content creators like myself and on YouTube will have our things to say about LeBron, but as far as the mainstream and the masses, it was just another day in media, another day in basketball. Wasn't really covered like that in a negative way. Everybody was kind of like in LeBron's favor as far as crashing out on Stephen A. Smith.